Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, my dear students. I am your mathematics teacher, Mohammad Amjad Saeed from Pakistan International School, Taif. We will continue, inshallah, our lecture number 25. Last time we finished our exercise 2.2 of exercise 2.2 of chapter number 2. After that, before we start our next exercise, I want to give you some idea about the analytical proof of the different properties on sets. In case of different properties on sets, first of all, this quotation will be very important, belongs to intersection and or. Intersection and union and or. Remember that in case of belongs to, wherever you will have intersection, you can write down and. In case of union, you will write down or. In case of not belongs to intersection, instead of and, it will be reversed or. And in case of union, here will be and. Belongs to and intersection or and union. Not belongs to intersection or and union and. These are very important results which will be used in our analytical proofs. Here we have commutative property of union, commutative property of intersection. Similarly, associative property of union, associative property of intersection. Then distributive property of union and distributive property of intersection. So I will try part number 3, and similarly in part number 6 in distributive properties. We will take some other you can understand easily. Number 3 is associative property of union. Properties, page 42. 42, 43, 42. Properties, book page 42. Here is number 3, associative property of union. Here is A union B union C is equal to A union B union C. A union B union C. Remember that to make the two sets equal, we will use A contained in B and B contained in A, then A is equal to B. Again, we will use these results also. Here, A contained in B, B contained in A, then A is equal to B. Proof: let X belongs to A union B union C. Remember that I have told you that belongs to and union you will apply or. Here is X belongs to A or X belongs to B union C. X belongs to A, instead of union you have applied or. X belongs to B union C. Again, X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Again, here is union or X belongs to C. You can check, you have split it up all. After writing this, you can check your right hand side. A and B are combined here. So you will combine A and B according to your right hand side. X belongs to A union B or X belongs to C. This is the reverse process. X belongs to A instead of R, you are applying union here. X belongs to A union B or X belongs to C. Similarly, X belongs to A union B instead of R, this is union and this is C. So, dear students, you can check. You have taken this X in left hand side. And after solving that, you have seen the same X came in right hand side. Same X will become the part of your right hand side as X is arbitrary. Therefore, all the members of left hand side will be the member of right hand side. You can say A union B union C is contained in A union B union C. That is number 1. Actually, you came here. A is a subset of B. A contained B. So you have seen we have taken one member in left hand side and eventually we got that member in right hand side. So that's why left hand side is a subset of right hand side. Left hand side is a subset of right hand side because every member is coming in right hand side. Conversely, let Y belongs to right hand side. A union B union C, then Y belongs to A union B and belongs to an union that will be R. Y belongs to C. Similarly, Y belongs to A or Y belongs to B or Y belongs to C. You have separated up all. You took this Y to right hand side. Now come on the left hand side and check which sets are combined here. B and C are combined. So reverse process, Y belongs to A or Y belongs to B union C. Similarly, Y belongs to A union B union C. As Y is also arbitrary, suppose number, any number, so that's why right hand side will be the member of left hand side. Right hand side is the subset of left hand side. Therefore, A union B union C contained in A union B union C. That is your number 2. Remember that from 1 and 2, A contained in B, B contained in A, then A is equal to B. Hence, from 1 and 2, result follows. This is your result. From 1 and 2, left hand side is equal to right hand side. That is proved. I hope that you have understood with the help of these results. After that, I am taking one distributive problem. Point number 6. Distributive property of intersection over union. Distributive property of intersection over union. we have A intersection B union C, A intersection B union A intersection C. We have distributed A intersection with B, then A intersection with C. Same method, same technique. Proof. Let X belongs to A intersection B union C. Dear students, we have X belongs to A. Here is belongs to an intersection. You will have AND in the center. X belongs to B union C. X belongs to A and X belongs to B. Remember that this is belongs to an union. Belongs to an union, we will have or X belongs to C. When we split up all in this way, then you can see your right hand side. Check your right hand side. A is coming 2 times. Check your A on right hand side. It's coming 2 times. So X belongs to A and you can distribute this to B and distribute this to C also. Here X belongs to A and X belongs to B, or X belongs to A and X belongs to C. Remember that this X belongs to A and is distributed with X belongs to B, or X belongs to A and with C. X belongs to A belongs to an AND intersection B, or X belongs to A and B intersection C. Here is intersection, here is intersection. Then X belongs to A intersection B, belongs to R, belongs to an R, you will apply union in the center. You can check. X was taken in left hand side. Now X became the member of your right hand side. A intersection B union A intersection C. As X is arbitrary, therefore left hand side is a subset of right hand side. That is your result number 1. That's your first result. Conversely, let Y belongs to right hand side. Y belongs to right hand side. Here is Y belongs to A intersection B, belongs to a union R, Y belongs to A intersection C. After that, Y belongs to A and Y belongs to B, or Y belongs to A and Y belongs to C. Dear students, you have separated up all the numbers, and when you have written this, check your left hand side, check your left hand side. Left hand side contains A only 1 time. A only 1 time. So X belongs to A and X belongs to A, and you can take common from here. X belongs to A and Y belongs to B, or Y belongs to C. X belongs to A and X belongs to A. Common because of your left hand side, you can check. So Y belongs to A and Y belongs to and y belongs to A intersection B union C. You can check y is an arbitrary number. Y was taken in right hand side. Now it came into the left hand side here. Left hand side. Hence, you can say right hand side A intersection B union A intersection C is contained in A intersection B union C. This is your number 2, result number 2. Now you got A contained in B from first equation, B contained in A in the second equation, then A is equal to B from 1 and 2. From equations 1 and 2, your result. This is your result. From your equation 1 and 2, you got this result. So that was your distributive property of intersection over union. After that, we have an analytical proof of De Morgan's laws. Point number 7. Analytical proof of De Morgan law is A union B complement. A union B complement. A complement intersection B complement. A union B whole complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement. It's very easy to memorize. In combined, if there is union, separate intersection. If combined intersection, separate will be union. Same method. This time we will use this not belongs to. Look at that. Let X belongs to A union B complement. If X belongs to A union B complement, then definitely X not belongs to A union B. X not belongs to A union B because X belongs to complement and X will be in, it will not be in the opposite, in the alternate. X belongs to A union B complement, X not belongs to A union B. If X not belongs to A, not belongs to union, not belongs to union, what we will apply? And X not belongs to B. If X is not in A, where is X? Definitely in the complement. And X not belongs to B, X belongs to B complement. You can see X belongs to A complement, belongs to an and, belongs to an and. What will come in the center? Intersection. So you took X in left hand side, we got this X in right hand side here. Check that. As X is arbitrary, therefore left hand side is contained in right hand side. That is number 1. Conversely, let Y belongs to right hand side. Y belongs to right hand side. So Y belongs to A complement and Y belongs to B complement. Remember that belongs to an intersection, that is and. If Y in A complement, definitely Y is not in A. If Y is in B complementary, Y will not be in B. Here, not belongs to an and, not belongs to an and, what will come in the center? Not belongs to and, we will have union. Y not belongs to A union B. If Y is not an A union B, where is Y? Definitely A union B complement. If Y is not an A union B, definitely Y will be in the complement of A union B. So we got Y from right hand side. We came, look at that. This is your left hand side. Right is a subset of left hand side. As Y is arbitrary, therefore A complement intersection B complement is contained in A union B whole complement. That is number 2. From 1 and 2, your result. This is your result. A contained in B, B contained in A, then A is equal to. We got that result. So that was your analytical proof of your different properties on the sets. We have exercise 2.3. Verify the commutative property of union and intersection for the following sets. Exercise 2.3, question number 1. The question is verify commutative property of union and intersection for the following sets. For example, part number 2 is N and Z. N is set of natural numbers, Z is set of integers. We have to prove that A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Commutative property of union and intersection. A union B is equal to B union A. Actually, this is commutative property of intersection, this is commutative property of union. We will apply N, let A is equal to N and B is equal to Z. Instead of A, you will apply N and B is Z. Z intersection N. Here is N union Z and Z union N. In case of two sets, if one is a subset of other, then intersection will be a smaller set. Again, I am repeating. If there are two sets and one is a subset of other, then intersection will be the smaller set and union will be the bigger set. Here you can check N and Z. N is a subset of set of integers. So what is intersection that is common between both? That is N. So here is in case of union bigger set, Z is equal to Z. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. In this way, we have part number 2 of question number 1. I hope that you can do by yourself. Other parts you can do yourself. Because in other parts you are given letters, numbers, digits. Similarly, in question number 2, verify the properties for sets ABC, associative property of union, associative property of intersection, distributive property of union, and distributive property of intersection. Question number 2. Again I am taking third part. N, Z and Q. Let A is equal to N, B is equal to Z, C is equal to Q. The question is associative property of union. Associative property of union. What is that? A union B union C is equal to A union B union C. Okay, here is applying these sets N union Z union Q. Q is set of rational number. It is bigger than set of integers. Set of integer is bigger than set of natural number. Remember that. Here is N union Z. Which one is? Because in case of union, bigger set. Z union Q. Here is B is Z. A is N, set of natural number. Yes. So what is the union of Z and Q? Remember that the bigger set is set of rational number Q. It is bigger than set of integer, so it is Q. So again, union of Z and Q is Q. Union of set of natural number and rational number is Q. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. This is the way. I think you can do this associative property of intersection also. So we have distributive property of union over intersection. Part number 3. Distributive property of union over intersection. Distributive property of union over intersection. Distributive property of union over intersection. This will be A union B intersection C, A union B intersection A union C. Distributive property of union over intersection A union B, then intersection A union C. Now we will apply the values in the same way. N union Z intersection Q is equal to N union Z intersection N union Q. Here N union, here is Z intersection Q. Remember that set of rational number Q is bigger than that, and this is the intersection. Intersection means common. In case of intersection, smaller set will come. Similarly, this is union, it will be bigger set. Z intersection, here is union, this is Q. Q is the bigger, definitely much bigger than set of natural number. In case of union, bigger set K. In case of union, here bigger set Z. In case of intersection, the smaller set Z. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. So this was your distributive property of union over intersection. You can do distributive property of intersection over union by yourself. I hope that you can do the parts which I left for you. You can complete them. Okay. Allah Hafiz and Assalamu Alaikum.